Good evening, everybody. A mere 15 hours ago, we greeted you for today, and here we are 15 hours later. It's 15 hours.
I know. I just think about it.
Okay. It's been 15 hours, so it's been a
Yeah.
long day. We got the whole gang back together. We put the band back together for 9 p.m. tonight. Hope everybody's been having a good day. Thank you so much for your generosity today.
Name what
Name
musical
what musical
reference?
reference?
Which one? What
Oh,
did he?
getting the band back together?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what I
You'll
said.
have to tell him what he said.
Yeah, what musical reference did I make, Stephanie? Been a long day.
Been a long
day. Yeah. It's 9 o'clock at night, and I was up in the 5 o'clock hour. I'm not going to be able to connect those dots right now. You gonna come out and join us, Stephanie?
Somebody
or are you just
join
gonna you just gonna
Make us suffer.
talk to us from the background? Hi,
Ashley's
Ashley.
at the studio. Did you just finish teaching?
I did, like literally 2.5 minutes ago. So, yay, look, it's friends.
Just kind of
Christina's
steaming. Do you have something coming up you're prepping for?
You're muted.
I think I was steaming at this time last year. Like, I think I'm always steaming on this 9 o'clock time that we do. I'm not preparing for anything. I just had a very long night of teaching. So my voice is like, what up? I'm tired.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hi, Christy.
Hi.
How was your day?
It's, you know what? It was a day. It was a day. I was telling Stephanie earlier how my last class of the evening, we didn't get anything done because we were too busy watching the 6 o'clock stream and throwing questions out there through my personal Facebook. They were asking questions through me and waiting for responses and not getting the responses they wanted. It was a good time. We learned nothing about auditioning.
It's the last night. By now they should know anyway, right?
Yeah.
Last night's always just a fun night.
Yeah, gang, thank you so much for your generosity today. $4,200. The day is not done yet.
We got 3 hours.
Text your friends, text your coworkers, text a random, 10 digits, and see if they'll, donate $10 to GCPA
or get mad at us. Either way.
Yeah. Stephanie, you need to join us here too.
Yeah.
I am working. You all always forget that I am still on the clock when we come to this point. I have to press the buttons.
You can see things while on the screen.
It's bad for my concentration, but I'll stay for a minute.
And she has a fox painting in the background. Apropos.
My dad did that. My dad.
Really?
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
He did
Wow, that's so sweet.
He also did one. It's in my living room that I'm not going to go get because Sammy's
like,
asleep. I'm not going to
I
wake
think
her
I've
up.
seen the one in your living room, but I don't think I've seen that one. That's
That one's bigger. It's big.
So wholesome.
Actually, like 75% of the art in my house is Norman C. Long, so it'll be worth millions someday.
Excellent.
I should take a screenshot so I can see that it made it in the live stream.
You should.
So, Ashley, are we in another power hour?
Yes, we are, Lori. We are in the final power hour of this 2024 Give STL Day.
And what does that mean for those that maybe haven't heard it 20 times already today?
So in Power Hours on Give STL Day, St. Louis Community Foundation sponsors have pledged extra dollars. So when you donate between 9 and 10 o'clock tonight, all of your donations will be compounded with sponsor dollars. And so it goes even farther. The more dollars donated during this hour, the more GCPA gets back of those sponsor dollars. So this is a great time to do it. We will take donations all the way up until 11:59 .00.59 tonight. But this is a great time to make those final donations of the day. We're super thankful for everyone who's joined us on live today, everyone who's donated. But we still got goals. We're still making our way up to our I can't think of words. This is my late night showing now too. We're still making our way toward our fundraising goals. So we're not done yet, and we hope that you guys are not either. Tonight and in this hour is a great time to donate.
And you can donate in honor of somebody. Maybe you've got somebody that's a part of your family that was in a show maybe 8 years ago, and you just want to say, hey, your average theater
Who's
kid.
your average theater kid? I want to know who that is.
And I want to know what an average.
You've been commenting a lot today. I would love to know the real name behind, if you're comfortable sharing. You don't have to. But yes, School of Rock was a lot of fun to do.
It was a lot of fun. It was really neat because the kids on stage were playing their instruments and jamming. It made for some, when we got the band in the pit, it made for some work trying to get it to go and be cohesive, but it was so much fun and it was great by the end. So
I loved putting tech together and all of the really cool rock lighting effects that Tanner Douglas did for that show. And we got a hazer so that you could see all the cones of light.
Is this a hint?
Who played Billy?
What's that? Who's your average?
The hint is who played Billy.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to assume that's Joe Gooson.
Hello to everybody. I know. Thanks. Hi to everybody who's with us. Leave us a comment, ask us a question, say hey.
Tell everyone to join us. If they don't have a Facebook, go to the YouTube.
Yeah. How many folks do we have watching us right now?
Paul, we're not worried about numbers. We talked about this morning. Like we're not concerned about numbers. But we're at almost 2 handfuls.
Almost 2 handfuls. All right, good. Because we were only at 1 handful this morning. So great.
But it's been viewed like several hundred times, probably in full multiple times. I'm sure people are watching it, rewinding it, and watching it again and dissecting it on TikTok. Mm-hmm. That's what I assume is happening.
I mean, that only makes sense. I mean, we are pretty interesting individuals, so there's a lot to dissect.
As determined by this live stream.
Ashley, I have a question, and maybe we don't know the answer to this question, but do we have like our total that we have right now? Does that include any of the bonuses yet, or does that tally on at the end? I use tally. All right.
I have not double checked the totals in the last couple of hours, so I am happy to do that while we're on this power hour.
I was just curious.
As of the last time I looked into it, I don't believe that it included any of our bonuses. I think so far we've just gotten the 1 bonus, which was awesome. Thank you to everybody who donated. We won the most unique donors cash bonus in the midnight hour, so the very first hour of the day. So that's very exciting. So thank you to everybody who was staying up, being night owls, and bringing in those first donations of the day. So we did win that prize, and there still are a few possible prizes for GCPA. Would you like to hear about them?
Yes, of course.
And this is something to tell your friends. You know, it's 9 o'clock, it's late, but I said we're not done earlier, and I really meant it. So the big one, the super big deal one, is at the end of the day, they'll count up the most unique donors overall. And you can go to Give STL's website right now, and you can view the leaderboards on some of these things. So GCPA is in the small organization category. And there are leaderboards for most dollars donated and most unique donors. And so we don't expect to be one to raise the most dollars. There are organizations in our category that are much bigger than us, who are going to bring in more most likely. But we have been working today toward upping our unique donor count. The organizations that finish the day in first, second, and third place for most unique donors will win substantial cash prizes, like in the thousands of dollars. So we would love for you to go and tell everyone, text everyone, TikTok everyone, whatever you people do, and tell them all it takes is $10. That's all you need. The minimum donation is $10. It doesn't take a lot. It only takes literally like 2.5 minutes to complete the little, donate now thing and make your donation. It's very easy. It's very fast. And it only takes $10. But if everybody who is viewing this live stream right now messaged 10 of their family and friends and got 10 people to donate, we would be well on our way toward the top of the leaderboard. So we would love for you to spread the word. You can hit share on this live stream. You can share any of our posts from today. Or we find that the best way is just a direct ask. So send a couple of text messages, send a couple of social media messages, share with your friends, with your family.
Use your kids' names as one of the donors. I've never done that before. Yes, I do every year.
Yeah. So we appreciate anybody who chooses to support us in that way by hitting up their friends and family to get them to be a part of upping our donor count for this Give STL Day. And then the other way you can help us win a cash prize is if you are one who likes to stay up late and you would like to hang out until 11:59, 59:59, the organization to receive the very last donation of the day also wins a cash prize. And I was not kidding when I said down to the millisecond. We get out our clocks that take us down to the millisecond and we watch, and you got to make sure you're like already signed in and you've already clicked donate and you filled in your name and you filled in your contact information. Are we taking a selfie? Woohoo. Did it work?
Post it over on Instagrams.
Yes.
Okay. Gram, we can forward it on.
Yeah. So you got to be ready to hit the send button at 11:59 and then go for it. And we might win a cash prize for being the last donor of the day as well. So that's how you can stick with us and keep supporting us through the end of Give STL Day.
Awesome. So how about we talk about something that is Oliver going to be good? Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because we're doing it.
Of course.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be the best Oliver ever. Well, I maybe not. I mean, the encore, Broadway, the encores that was, that was done earlier this year. I think that was pretty good too. This is a sensitive. I can only see part of what was just rent.
Rent summer 2025.
Did you hear that, Stephanie? There are calls for rent.
We've had calls for rent every summer, I'm pretty sure, but just to keep that in mind.
We will produce rent one day.
One day.
One day. One day. No day but today.
I was waiting for it. But there's no day but today. I was waiting for him to say.
Do we have a topic we can talk about? Like right now, we're just
let's talk about something fun that we did this week that has nothing to do with art.
I pulled weeds.
Is that fun?
Marty thinks it's fun. I don't think it's fun, but we did it together.
It's bonding.
Yeah. So if Marty finds it fun, is there a particular weed that he really enjoys pulling out of the ground, or just all of them all together?
This is such fabulous entertainment, you guys.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're bound to get people just
So high quality.
wanting to hear everything
It's a
we have
very
to
personal
say.
question that I can't answer for him. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have one.
I have
had to
another.
think-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
had to think really hard because like my life is art. Like all of it is art. I'm trying to exercise more. I want to get nice and strong because I really like being the favorite aunt. And in order to stay the favorite aunt, I need to keep being able to play the monsters game with my nieces, which is literally just me picking them up and throwing them onto the couch and telling them I'm going to eat them. So I've been trying to work out more, and I found this app called Fit for Battle, and it's like you go on a quest. You create a little avatar, and you put the headphones in, and you go on a quest with a sassy elf and a sarcastic dwarf, and there's like it's different depending on how many minutes you set it for, and so and it will track your progress with your GPS. So there are moments when you have to charge your weapon, and you have to charge your weapon by sprinting or by just walking faster or something. You just have to go faster than what you were before. So you can kind of cater it to how sporty you want to be, how athletic you are, because you can start off walking, and then when you're charging, you just have to be able to walk faster than what you started walking. Anyway, the point is, I saved a little child from a goblin shaman, and I have been chased by a banshee. And there was a red knight who just wears chainmail and red running shorts. And we were chasing him, and he kept taking potions that made him go fast. So we had to keep running after him. We didn't catch him. That was my fun thing.
My question is
very, very motivating.
Is it working?
Exciting, motivating to go
it does work because they never finished. It was one of those apps that got started during COVID and then just never got finished. But there's you can play it more often than you think you can because it depends on what the timer is. If it's 30 minutes, that's a different. You can have quest number 1, but a 30-minute quest number 1 is different than a 40-minute quest number 1. And same for quest number 2 and quest number 3. There's technically only 3 quests, but depending on how long you do it for, it changes the random encounters.
Sounds like a fever dream.
It's so awesome. I had to fight giant leeches, and I had to wade a river. And it's great. It was great. Oh, I had to fight a troll. Yeah. Oh, and I got to throw the dwarf. I had to sprint really hard so I could throw the dwarf at the troll. And there's sound effects and epic music and everything. It was so great.
What is this thing called again?
Fit for Battle.
Okay. Also a sensitive question.
Huh? What's a sensitive question?
What is?
I'm trying. Hold on. Why is it not showing up? Hold on.
The music.
Oh.
What about it? Is it going to happen one day? Yes, it will happen.
It will
Sunday.
happen.
Absolutely.
It's going to happen Sunday. It has to.
It will happen. As a matter of fact, that came up in acting class last night. I forget which one of my classes it came up in, but they were like, "When are you gonna do it, Paul? When are you finally gonna do it, Paul? And are you gonna direct it, Paul?" And yes, I am gonna direct it. I will direct it, and I'm gonna make it mine. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be looking for a Maria who is not an ingenue, but is a character actor.
But they got to be able to sing it well too.
Yes, they have to be able to
just
sing
saying.
it well. But I'm looking for a character actor for my Maria.
As long as I get to play Gretel, I don't really care. I did play Liesel in high school.
Yeah. Were you 16 going on 17? Or 17 going on 18?
I think I was 16 going on 17.
That's awesome.
Maybe 17. I don't know. But it was not my senior year, so I was not 18.
Yeah.
I was real good. I was one of 4 Liesels in that production. So
Wow. Okay.
4 casts. So yeah, real
Awesome.
big win.
That's a lot of casts.
Yeah, it
It
is.
was a lot of casts. It was.
Yeah. The last time I saw Sound of Music, it was students who sent me to the national tour. And
I think you tell the
Rolf,
story every year.
I know because it's just one of those stories that it's just seared into my memory. Rolf was not 17 going on 18. He was like 17 going on 35. And no joke, when he walked out on stage, I was taken aback because like this dude is old. And then when he sang the lyric, I am 17 going on 18, the entire audience laughed. No joke. The entire audience laughed. And
That's unfortunate.
It was very unfortunate.
Did the girl playing Liesel at least look young?
Yes.
So then it makes it even weirder.
Yep.
Because he's only supposed to be a year older and he looks like he could be your dad.
Yep. Yep. It was a non-union tour. And during intermission, I learned that one of the ways that they chose to save money was that actor who was playing Rolf was also the understudy for Captain Von Trapp.
Oh, God. So is old enough to be the dad.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Technically.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that
anyway,
was, yeah,
let's stop bashing that particular
interesting.
production.
How about we share something fun that we did this week?
What?
What do you mean, what?
What did we do this week?
Lori and I did a puzzle.
Oh, so for all the kids that are at GCPA that call him an old man, this solidifies it. He has become a puzzle person. And when was that? Was that right before Christmas? All of a sudden, boxes started arriving. And when I say boxes, I mean multiple. And he ordered like...
I think the box for the one that we did is right over there.
He ordered several of these mosaic type puzzles.
They're awesome. They're
the ones that have like the weird.
I love puzzles.
They're awesome.
They're like weird shape. And then I'm like, okay, you bought a puzzle. Cool.
So
box arrives the next day. 2 more puzzles. Box arrives 2 days later. 3 more puzzles. I'm like, how many freaking puzzles did you buy?
I gotta go get my puzzle.
So
okay, go get your puzzle, Stephanie.
So anyway, how many did you end up buying?
I don't know.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a little excessive.
They're expensive
because they're the wood ones. They're like they're like heavy duty.
They're wood and they have like weird shapes like people and boots and hearts and.
So there is an image inside the image for the Times Square one on Mosaic.
Okay, so let me clear. So to surprise the old man, the other day I ordered something from Amazon and it arrived this week.
It was a 25th anniversary wedding gift.
Well, it's early. Yes,
it's early.
One of our things. I'm like
June 12th.
If you're gonna do puzzles, let's make it proper. So I bought a puzzle board that has a little mat that'll cover it so that the cat and things won't get on it. And it has a little swivel Lazy Susan thing so like you can put it on a table and like turn it around and things like that.
Sell that
and
on
it's a good size. No, I didn't buy the one from TikTok. I bought it on Amazon. Because the one on TikTok, I don't know. Sometimes I don't trust some of those things. Anyway, it was a good size. It's like I don't know how big it is.
You can get a big puzzle on there. You get a big
anyway,
puzzle
so we took that out and we started doing a puzzle the other night.
And the image inside the image is that
where's the box?
I don't know where the box is. That's not the box. That's the Sunday in the Park.
Oh, there's another one sitting under the computer.
There were some of the pieces when you put them together created the Chrysler Building, like just the pieces themselves.
Like
the image was still like Times Square, but the pieces, if you look at the pieces, it was the Chrysler Building. There were some that were the Brooklyn Bridge.
There was the 2 shapes of people. Like there was a person one and a person one, but then the way they plugged into the puzzle together, one was down on his knees proposing to the other one. So they're facing each other, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
And there was an apple in there.
There was 2 people having
coffee at a cafe
It was
table.
really cool.
It was super cool.
Let's talk about my puzzles now.
Yes,
I'm really excited about my puzzles.
Okay,
I went all the way into the other room and got them. So first is Marty and I like these.
But also hi to Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
We love these. So we have a bunch upstairs that are labeled when we did them. They're like the ones that look like this, and they're fun.
Do you
So
like
that's
seal
good.
them
And
up
then
when
I
you're
got
done?
this one for Marty because he loves The Office. We haven't done it yet. I got it for him his birthday in February of 2023. So that's how long it's been that we've had this one. It's The Office, like in the park
nice.
with George. See?
Yeah.
And then this is the new one that we have to open. It's called the Mystic Maze. And like you do a puzzle, and then when the puzzle is done, there's a new puzzle. Like you have to open an envelope that has like all of this secret instructions, and then you have to redo the puzzle in a new way, and it becomes a different puzzle.
That's
cool.
So
This is
the one-
like hardcore.
This is the one we just did. If you can see the reflection from the little light there, but it's the Times Square.
Yeah.
Lion King gets a big poster in this one. So
Yeah.
shout out to our friend Ben Jeffrey. Plays Pumbaa on Broadway.
Alyona,
Love me some
we'll
Ben
trade
Jeffrey.
some puzzles with you. That's awesome.
Yes.
Maybe that's an idea for a GCPA fundraiser night or just a bonding night.
Puzzle
GCPA puzzle night.
I'm in.
My
You gotta
husband
Oh.
gets very
That's hard, Alyona. I don't.
one GCP show.
It's like picking your favorite child. Can you do that? No,
I'm
you
gonna.
can't.
So we had this conversation at the bar after opening night of Ragtime, and I have to break it down into categories. So my categories are summer high school show and main stage show.
But then there's comedies and there's
there's
serious.
comedies and yeah,
like,
and so my favorite summer show was Violet. My favorite dramatic main stage is Ragtime, and my favorite comedic main stage is Something Rotten. Those are my favorites.
Oh,
I don't have a picture prep for Something Rotten.
that's okay.
That's all right. But you had Violet in there. That's
Well, it's because Zion was doing
yeah,
the previous.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
So those are mine.
anyone else want to go? I'm still thinking.
I don't have a favorite.
I'm wondering, is this Alyona or Ariana actually?
I'm wondering too.
I don't have a favorite because I don't know enough musicals.
You haven't seen enough of ours. You've got to come to more, Christine.
I come to all of them. I've been to
No, you have not.
Okay, I didn't go to Bear. I didn't go to Bear because I was doing summer camps. So
I don't know.
Did you come to 9 to 5 and School of Rock?
I did come to School of Rock.
Yeah.
And Willy Wonka and Newsies and Christmas Story and Ragtime.
Okay.
I come to the shows, okay, Lori?
Oh, Christmas Story. I've got.
I come to the shows, but I
She actually
don't.
saw one of our
from
early
building
ones.
that house.
She actually saw West Side Story and it traumatized her, apparently. And that was one of our second. That was
our
first
third
season.
show. First full season.
First
third
season.
show. Yeah.
It was the first time I'd ever seen a show, like an adult show with kids. And so I had been used to Disney. Like we just did Disney. And then here you guys were doing West Side Story. And like
People were dying.
people were yelling slurs and people were getting beat up and kids were taking their shirts off. I was like,
Just
what?
shirts, guys, just a shirt. And then the lights went dim.
And then the lights were dim. But it was
belt might have been unbuckled too, but that was it.
It was. He did unbuckle his belt, and I was like, I remember I was watching it like this, like, oh my gosh, no, oh my gosh, no. And I was sitting with the director I was working for at the time. Yay! And she was like, Christy, you need to calm down. It's still just kids. Like nothing's gonna happen.
That's funny.
We take care of our kids.
But we didn't traumatize her enough that when we were interviewing her, that she still wanted to come work with us.
Again, you gotta thank my dad for that because he was the reason I applied.
Yay, Dad!
I said, isn't it so funny that this job pops up right when I'm gonna move to Atlanta? And he goes, no, you're not. You're gonna apply and you're gonna get that job and you're gonna stay in St. Louis. And I go, oh wow, okay, Dad, yes, sir.
And here we are.
Yay!
Almost 3 years later now, right?
Prisoner of Azkaban, according to my admin timesheet.
What?
Oh Lord, because when Paul made
the Harry Potter theme.
Yeah, Paul made my admin timesheet Harry Potter themed by the year. And so now I have to stay for at least 7 years.
Okay.
Because I have to get to the end. I have to get Deathly Hallows.
There we are.
But there are 2 parts of the movie.
That's the movie, and I don't believe in the movie.
But that means we get you another year at least.
Ooh, what's everyone's dream roles for any show?
Like for us to be in?
For the longest time, I wanted to be Nala in Lion King, but that was just because I didn't know any better. I didn't know there was other stuff out there.
Me, for the longest time, I wanted to be Lily in the Secret Garden. I think I'm a little old now to play that part, probably, because I think she's supposed to be in her 30s, maybe.
You're not too old.
I think I probably. But yeah, that was
I love you, but you are.
I know. I was the one that said it.
I know.
Anyway, that was mine for the longest time. Now it's mom roles. Now it's like, actually I would love to be in Ragtime. I would love to be the mom in Ragtime. The mother. Yeah. Ooh, Baker's Wife. I would like to. They're all mom roles or like older roles.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not giving. I can't think of any. I'll stop now. Go.
Why is it that I have like played the roles that like you're like I'm like finally old enough to play these roles now, and I'm like I've played those roles. Like it's so funny to me. That's like so funny to me. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. But it was in college because they were choosing college age kids to do it, right?
Yes.
That's when you did Lily.
Awesome.
Yeah. What's the one you're in right now? You're in something right now that I'm like, I want that role. What was that?
Burgess of Madison County.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Now you're young for that. I'm just saying that character is supposed to be like in her 50s with grown adult, like 20 some year old kids. So
kids your age.
Her kids are supposed to be your age. It's kind of like Sound of Music story we were just telling, where your kids the actors playing your kids might be older than you or close to your age. But that's okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna put some wrinkles on you and gray your hair or something. You're gonna wear a gray wig or something?
Probably, maybe not a wig, but probably some like age makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I played the Baker's Wife and when I played May Tuck, I wore like outfits that were very like, they gave me more of like a womanly shape, and that was helpful. So
yeah.
I know mine.
What's
Mine are, well, one, I want to play MJ in Jagged Little Pill. I know it's got some problematic things in it, but it's Alanis, and I have to hope that one day it'll be a perfect show that I can just star in for the rest of my life as MJ. And then 2, actually last year when we did 9 to 5, I didn't know the show very well, but sitting there running the projections night after night, I just watched it obviously a quadrillion times, and it's such a good show. And those roles for women are so good. Not a Dora Lee. So Violet or Judy, either one I would take, but I would love to be in that show. Those are mine.
Yeah.
What about you, Christiana?
I would love to be Julia Trojan in Bandstand.
Oh,
I would
deep cut.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly at this point, like, I want to play that role, but I also would love to be the witch because in Into the Woods, because like, I don't know, I Bandstand is just, I have like this soft spot for veterans and for old people. Like, I think just because we just tend to be like forgotten by society, in the sense of like our society is so focused on youth and is like youth focused for a good reason. Donate to GCPA. Do that. It's great. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't like to look at old people because it reminds us of where we're going to go, where we're going, where we're headed, right?
Mhm.
And so, like, I think I just have a soft spot for old people and, like, for veterans and people that have lived full lives. And in that show, they really focus on some of those kinds of stories. And it's also just heartbreaking and beautiful and wonderful. So yeah. That's probably mine.
Well, if you're not familiar with it, there's another really great musical out there about World War II called Allegiance.
I think I've heard it. I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know of it.
It focuses on the Japanese American internment camps that were here in America.
Is that Leah Salonga? Was Leah Salonga in that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, is that Coco saying they want to be Elwoods, or is that Karen saying they want to be Elwoods? Well, she could be using her moms. I'm trying to find out.
So I'd like to be
proposed otherwise.
I'd like to be Charlie Gateau in Assassins.
That'd be a fun role.
That'd be a really fun role.
That'd be a fun show to be in. Period. I actually would like to be in that show. That'd be fun.
We'll do that one someday.
We will do that one someday.
Yes, for sure.
And plays, I'd really like to play the role of Doug in Morning Dove.
Oh, sorry.
Paul's been talking about that show since the day I met him in 2010. So
I love that
He's been
play.
talking about that show since before then. So
I love that play.
One day when we have our own theater space, we will do lots of plays. So if you want us to do plays, our goal is like 10,000, but we could get to 10 million and then easily build a theater where we could have access to do all the shows we wanted all the time. I'm just throwing it out there. You never know. It's 9:38 that time. 10:38 my time. Oh. I was right. It was Karen.
Nice,
Coco
Karen.
would fight you for the role. All right.
She would.
Ashley, what are your dream roles?
So I have done a lot of Into the Woods, and I have played the witch in an online production during COVID. But I've never done it on stage. So I would love to play the witch on stage. That's one. Diana in Next to Normal is another one.
Oh, yes. I would love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's another mom role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this will ever, I mean, eventually, probably when I'm too old or whatever, but if Darvin Hansen ever went around, I love the role of Heidi.
Yeah.
It's the mom roles. It's the mom roles. It is
Mom
true.
roles. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm wanting to do now. And that's what I fit into now as well.
I'd love to play the pilot in Come From Away.
Beverly Bass. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And what's cool about those roles is they don't only play one. Like they normally play multiple.
I'd like to play Oz and others in too. That'd be fun.
What's the girl's name who's the one who ends up with the British guy? I like her. I would want to be her, I think.
Nick is the British guy.
I can't remember. Anyway, there's lots of roles in that way. I would be glad to be.
Oh, yeah. So what Aliona's talking about is one of our alums, Jack Vilhard, has written, is directing and producing a film that he's asked me to play the dad in. I'm playing Preston in a horror film called Trunk. There are several GCPA students who are going to be a part of that, both current and alum. I'm very excited to work on it because what it is it's a 30-minute version of the feature film that Jack has written, and he's using it to go to like festivals and whatnot, but also to pitch the concept and use it as a proof of concept to hopefully produce the full feature film. So my shooting happens not this coming weekend, but next weekend. And I'm excited for a couple of reasons. It's fun to act again. It's been a minute since I've been able to act, but I'm looking forward to working with my students in that capacity, not as the director, but as an actor. So it's going to be fun.
I would argue that you act every day. You have really big scenes that play out every day that we're at the studio. Just saying.
And yes, this is my life, y'all.
Hey, I like a limelight.
Yes, he does. That's all right.
Turn up that spotlight.
I don't know how.
Right. That's
I'm an introvert, and I end up with this extroverted guy over
that
here.
Show. That was Sister Robert Ann that sang that song.
I think if Paul would sing a full song and Ashley would do a leap and a pirouette across the stage, we would make a lot of money. I'm just throwing that out there. Ashley said no earlier to the leap, but we were 16 hours later, so saying.
I'm not at the studio, so I don't have enough space to do a leap. Plus, I might break a hip.
What's everyone's favorite show that never made it to Broadway?
Ooh, Joe, that's a great question.
Oh, does it have to be? Okay, I know this is.
So it could have been off Broadway, but never made it.
Yeah.
Does it have to be?
I don't even know if I know the list of what those to choose from. I'm not good with knowing which ones didn't make it to Broadway.
I mean, I have shows that I think didn't get the like recognition that they deserve, but
yeah, wasn't Carrie only off Broadway?
No, Carrie was for the longest time the largest Broadway flop because it closed after just a few performances, and in 1986 lost like $4 million, which was
Percy Jackson a couple of years ago during COVID was about to go to Broadway right when COVID happened, and then of course it never came back.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's my favorite. I'm just saying that one is one that I can think of off the top of my head that didn't make it. That was because of COVID. It was planned. It was scheduled to go there. I bet you there was a couple that were scheduled to go to Broadway that didn't because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of what they all were.
I have one.
What?
I'm so sorry. This is the first thing I've eaten all day, and I've just like hit a wall. So I'm like, I'm gonna nourish my body, even though it's in front of the whole world. There's a show called The Violet Hour. That kind of falls into that category of like was trying to get to Broadway and didn't. So that one's really good. Jeremy Jordan worked on it, and
well, I love anything he's in.
Santina Santina. Yeah, they were the two like lead guys, and then Saleha Pfeiffer, however you say her name, was in it. And anyway, there's like a concept album out with partial recordings of songs, and it's beautiful. And if you want to come and hear, oh wait, never mind. I was about to plug my student Hayden. One of my voice students, Hayden, sang a song from The Violet Hour, but it was in our last voice recital. And yeah, they sung a song from it, and it's the title song. It's called The Violet Hour, and it's just gorgeous. And you can listen to that one, listen to Jeremy Jordan sing it. There's recordings on YouTube and whatever. and it's beautiful music. So it still has an Instagram account that they post things on every now and then. So yeah, that's one. And Hayden apparently, Prince of Egypt, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
We're producing one this summer that never made it to Broadway.
Oh,
that
Alice by Heart.
is pretty
That's true.
remarkable.
Yeah.
Alice by Heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mine is Lippa's
Yeah.
Wild Party.
Oh,
I didn't know that it didn't make it to Broadway. For some reason, I thought it did.
Broadway.
LaCusa's did at the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen? Bad timing, I guess.
I mean, the same way there are 2 Great Gatsby musicals right now. Like, I don't know why, but it happens. Oh, a new vote for
Sound of Music 2025.
You're gonna get on his bad list, Delaney. I'm just teasing.
No, Delaney pitches that to me, but every third time she sees me.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
If you're just tuning in, Delaney, it was said it will happen, and Paul will direct it earlier. That was said earlier in this podcast. This is not a podcast.
It might as well be.
Pitch the idea of a podcast, and I think we should do it. I just do.
That would be so fun.
A weekly podcast.
My viewpoints class has tried to pitch me on doing it, and I said, if you're willing to do all the work, you just tell me when and where to show up. I'll talk to you for an hour. but you got to do all the work.
So give us TL 2025 is going to be to raise money to start a GCPA podcast.
Like we have time in our schedules to do
that. Yeah, Paul's podcast.
I mean, I'm sorry,
give me a topic and I'll talk.
Isn't pretty much that's what your acting class practically every week is?
We do talk about topics.
Or good. How much of your class each week?
We get a lot accomplished
in the last 15 minutes of your class.
More than you think.
Just giving you crap.
I'm going to answer this one. It was so good. I sobbed for approximately 2 hours. I don't even think the show was 2 hours. The question down there.
No, I just don't know it.
Day of Wine and Roses is
Kelly
O'Hara and Brian Darcy James.
Okay, I haven't.
Yeah, it's a Gettle score. What the thing was that I loved it. Marty loved it, and Marty hates practically everything. So that's a really good thing. It was just, I mean, it's a hard show to follow. It's a hard show. It's not an easy sell. So I'm not surprised that it didn't last. I'm disappointed that it didn't last. But oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. I would play that role.
Some Tony nominations.
It did, yeah. Mm-hmm. I will never play that role. But that's okay. I loved it.
Lainey, you're so late to the party. Lainey said, what's everyone's dream role? Gotta roll it back.
You already said it.
You're gonna. But we love that you're here. We love that you're here.
Yeah, we do. We love that you're here. We're so glad you're here.
So,
Joe, you're making us work hard.
500 or more seats is a Broadway house. $4.99 and 100 to $4.99 is off Broadway. 99 and below is off Broadway.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know my industry. What are you thinking about The Notebook now on Broadway? I don't know much about it. However, I will say that there's a GCPA connection to what is on Broadway. GCPA alum Cassie Gant painted part of the pre-Broadway run set and props, and some of what she painted is now being used on Broadway as well in that production. So there's a GCPA connection to The Notebook on Broadway.
Ooh. I think it's interesting the way that they've cast the different age groups. And I think that'd be interesting to watch to see how that plays out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
because they're different. They're different. Like I want to. What I'm trying to think. I only saw it online, but like I think, it was kind of like blind casting in a sense because like I think that they're not always staying. The older one is not staying the same as the younger one. Does that make sense? Am I saying anything? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know who's playing the roles. I wish I could remember the actors' names.
Yeah, like Joy Woods is playing the middle alley, and then some it is. It's
there's
cool.
three. There's three. There's like a young, middle, and old. So there's like three for each, the male and the female. So
yeah. Oh, we're gonna see it when we go to New York, aren't we? I think we are.
Some people are, and this is a really great segue before we answer the Sondheim question, is the craft program let me get the new logo. This is why I work backstage, so that I can pull things up. But the craft program, new logo, beautiful. Let's all give it a little applause.
woo!
Has their New York trip for this year, and Notebook is one on the list. What is on the list? Notebook. We have over 30 people going, including craft students and their parents. And so we're splitting up into groups, and we're all seeing Great Gatsby together. Then Notebook, Outsiders,
Merrily,
Puffs, Merrily, Cabaret. I'm forgetting one.
Wait, Puffs?
Suffs.
Okay, I got excited for a
I'm
moment.
forgetting one. But anyway, so if you are interested in a trip like that, check out the craft program. Applications will open hopefully in the next week or so with a July 1st deadline. But it's a really fun program that has way more to do than going to New York. That's just like something that we do either every year or every other year. But it is a part of the program. So check it out. That's all.
I'm interested in going, and I'm never allowed to go.
Apply for craft, Christy. The age limit is 18, but go ahead and we'll see what happens.
No, I think I was talking to Paul about it. He said I'm not allowed to go because he knows I'll spend the whole time in the fabric.
Lydia!
Hi, Lydia. I wouldn't go to any shows. I'd just be in the fabric district the whole time.
Okay, Sondheim. I love Sondheim. I would love for GCBA to do a Sondheim show. So yes, the answer is that Andy. Who is it that posted that? The answer is yes. We will definitely do a Sondheim show. When and which one we do not know yet,
I don't know.
because some of them are larger, some of them are smaller.
Sweeney has blood.
Yeah.
I want to do a little night music.
In theory, we kind of Sondheim did the
He wrote
the lyrics for West Side Story, so we kind of did.
Well, we haven't done one.
We haven't done one of his shows
that he
did the music. But
no,
We should do Sunday.
oh,
I would love to do Sunday.
I love
Oh, I
Sunday.
would love to do Sunday.
I was in that show
You were in
many
that.
moons ago. I love that show.
Many moons ago.
Yeah.
Yay! We're almost there.
You were next to the actor who played the boatman, and the boatman was a little bit of a character or a method actor and didn't like to use.
Shh! Stop!
What?
Don't be telling stories that are not your stories and talking about people. That's not- Who knows?
He's
The
just
theater
used
world is
deodorant.
small.
What?
Paul Anthony. Theater world is small. What if they follow us or something? That would be not cool. You got to watch yourself. He talks too much. And he doesn't think or he talks sometimes.
But I do too, so it's okay.
And then even after I said stop, you finished it anyway. That was rude. That was rude. No, it's
Sorry,
rude.
but
How rude.
Okay, drop it.
It's what happened.
Let's move on. Anywho, I love Sondheim. Kurt Deutsch.
Oh yeah, lots of St. Louis connections on the Notebook.
Hey guys, let's try to make it 5,000 in the next 6 minutes. Come on, guys.
We only need like $400.
$400. Like seriously, that's not that much.
$400 will blank.
And
For $400, I will come to your house and eat your food.
I thought you were gonna like bring something.
Will you
Like,
bring Claudia?
We have established that Claudia is not a people person. She doesn't.
Nor an animal person.
Nor an animal person.
He's a bird killer.
Kill it.
Well, she was toying with it before.
Although I have thought about bringing her since I'm going to be spending all day every day at the studio for summer camps. I've thought about bringing her to the office and making her the GCPA office cat while I'm at work.
Yeah, we've always we've always talked about having a GCPA animal, but
The problem is some people are allergic, and that wouldn't be fair.
Well, and again, she is afraid of everyone and everything.
and our insurance might have something to
they
say
might not
about it
like
too.
But cats keep like mice out. Like there's a lot a cat could do. It doesn't even have to be a dog, even though I'm a dog person.
I love that you said it doesn't have to be a dog when we weren't talking about dogs.
Well, we just said a GCPA pet, and that could be a multitude of things.
It could.
GCPA possum. GC possum.
Oh,
I love possums. Wait, a raccoon. It should be a raccoon.
raccoons are real cute on TikTok.
I
Oh,
held
But they make
baby
messes. They
That
are
was
messy
where you
animals.
all
They
said
clear up the garbage cans and like knock over garbage cans and make a mess. Ain't that gonna happen.
My friend said I was a
I
raccoon.
knew Karen and I were like, yep, she's right.
How about a GCPA sloth?
I think sloths are weird looking. I think they're
They're
scary.
so cute.
No, the way they talk. I mean, the way
She got Stephanie she disagrees with you so much she booted you off.
They're so cute, Christy. They're
They
so
are.
cute. They've got the
They're so
nails,
cute.
and they're like,
those nails are so weird.
They climb you. Like I held one once. I held a baby one once, and they literally will like climb like your arm and will like stick on your arm. It's crazy.
See, that
Well,
sounds
I'd rather it'd be a koala because koalas are cuter and they climb too.
Koalas are cuter. I will admit that. But
How about a panda?
but I know
Okay,
some
guys,
facts about
somebody
koalas
told me
I don't think are appropriate for this.
Somebody
life.
told me the other day that the reason that these are called koalas is because when you drink, it makes you look like a koala.
Yeah,
it what?
makes
I
you look
did
like a
not
koala.
know that.
How does that
Yes,
look like? Oh, the
Christina,
nose?
TikTok has been talking about that for a long time.
Are you sure that's true?
I don't know. One of my kids told me.
And we all know that TikTok is always right all the time.
Hey, one of my friends in my day job told me, so it's making the rounds. If it's true, it's awesome.
Where's my phone?
Are you about to go to bed, Christy?
Heck yeah, I am.
We're bookending the day because she started out in bed
Here, I'll do it like
at
this.
the
Here
very
we go.
beginning, and now she's in bed at the end.
There you go.
I will try to stay up till 11:59:59. Actually, I normally stay up past that anyway. But I'm gonna stay up for that.
I can't stay.
And it's okay.
It's okay, Christy.
I'm so tired.
It's okay.
It's because my body's going through withdrawal because Concerta. I can't get my Concerta. It's okay. It'll be okay.
Oh, Joe's pulling out the stops.
Jeez, Joe.
Ooh, you're gonna get him on a rent topic.
And
The original song name.
And you got
One
me because
song.
Do.
What could it be? One song, glory. One song, glory. Da, 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 da. What else is repeated a lot? It's usually a word that's going to be repeated a lot. Or did it have different lyrics at the time? And so it was
I don't
different.
know.
Was it like one girl? Doesn't it say one girl? One is that?
No, that's
one
Bye Bye Birdie. That,
No.
actually, it's one boy, but you were singing.
Okay, what is it? What's the answer, Joe?
Tell us, Joe, because I don't know.
Come on.
I'm
Apparently,
waiting.
I'm a bad redhead.
Right brain.
Right
Right
brain.
wow.
What does it have to do with that song at all? Did they even use those words or?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Lauren,
They're
you
not
don't remember?
lyrics.
There's a whole bridge about right brain in that song. Yeah.
The title number was Splatter.
Splatter? Okay, Joe, we're gonna
Joe's
have to
going to college for dramaturgy, right, Joe? I'm pretty sure. Like you're going to school for.
So that's why he got all this info.
Deep cuts
Deep
too.
cut info.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock,
Good work,
guys.
Joe. Yeah.
We will have to chat later, Joe. I want more trivia.
Yeah.
But it is 10.
Oh wait, hold on.
Okay, Stephanie.
Bachelor of Theater Arts at U of M. Woo-woo.
University of Michigan, Bachelor of Theater Arts. Go, Joe.
All right, bye.
All right, gang.
Hey, thank you guys.
Thanks so much.
Wait, don't close it yet. We got to say thank you so much for following us throughout the day. And we still have 2 hours left. Keep donating. And we love you and we love all your support.
If you're a night owl, try to make a donation, $10 donation right at the end of the day.
Or more.
Or it could be a $10 million donation.
Yeah.
We're not picky.
And we passed the power hour, but still keep donating, you guys, because we really would. We are only about halfway to our goal, and you never know; it could still happen in the next 2 hours. So, but thank you for following us along,
And we're
We love
super
you.
thankful for all of your support.
Yes.
Mwah, mwah.
Thanks for a great day, gang.